school administration.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Essentia Health Mustang Stadium here in West Fargo, North Dakota, as the Shanley Deacons come up north to come take on your West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. I'm Tristan Murrock for tonight's commentator. So with that, we will get an early look at the last 3 games from each of these teams. Cheyenne played South August 29th, and it was a 1-0 win for the Mustangs there. And then they were at Red River and Fargo North. The Red River game was a 2-1 loss, and the Fargo North game was a 1-1 tie. And then the last 3 games for Shanley was at Davies with a 3-0 loss, versus North for a 2-0 loss, and versus Red River for a 1-0 loss. So the last time these two faced was on August 20th of 2024. SHS defeated Shanley 3-0. And so with that, we are just underway meeting our starting lineups.
Number 8, Cale Anderson. Starting at defense, number 12, Ben Tingley. Starting at forward, number 13, Andrew Schneider. Starting at forward, number 14, Caden Bennington. Starting at defense, number 15, Greg Knoll. Starting at defense, number 33, Henry Lebo. And starting at forward, number 45, Landon Hale. The coaches for the Deacons are Eldon Tamung, Sam Erickson, Grant Weinken, and head coach Jacob Fritz. And now for the starters of your Cheyenne Mustangs. Starting at goal, a sophomore, number 00, Bjorn Kasser. Starting at defense, a junior, number 3, Zane Breidenbach. Starting at midfield, a junior, number 6, Micaiah Mokhtar. Starting at midfield, a junior, number 8, Emmanuel Sankarle. Starting at midfield, a senior, number 10, Adam Schmidt. Starting at midfield, a senior, number 14, Emmanuel Dukley. Starting at midfield, a junior, number 15, Kabile Chana. Starting at defense, a senior, number 16, Kobe Lamar. Starting at defense, a senior, number 19, Advin Mojcic. Starting at defense, a junior, number 21, Urban Kasapovic. And starting at forward, a senior, number 25, Michael Gullis.
So with that, our lineups have been announced, and we'll take a quick look at the standings here before we get to the anthem. West Fargo High on top with a 6-0-1 record, 19 points for them, followed by Davies, Red River, and then Cheyenne at 3-2-2 with 11 points. Then Fargo South, North, and then it's Shanley at 1-6 with 3 points, and then rounding out the standings is Central. So with that, we'll get to the anthem, and we'll be back after that. as we come back from the anthem here, we'll get set for the coin toss here at midfield.
Tonight's match is being streamed by both WDAY Sports and your Cheyenne High School Mustang Media. Thank you to WDAY and our Mustang Media crew for being here this evening.
So we're going through high fives, trying to sight each other up, and we are getting set for this coin toss for the start of this match. South going right to left on your field, on your screen tonight, and Cheyenne going left to right. Cheyenne in the black, all black kits, and Shanley in the all whites.
That's the way it's doing.
As we see Henry Leibel, Jackson, and Skew are two captains who are starting tonight for the Mustangs. So we get kickoff here, and he's going deep right away. That's number 10, Max Hoffer. I'm sorry. It's number 10, Adam Schmidt. He gets it back. Reinbach. Back to Jaina. Back to Lamar up, and that's tipped out by Shanley. So the Mustangs will have to throw in here. Gets tipped out once again by Shanley. Or that was by Cheyenne, excuse me. Ref will point the other way. Just under a minute gone here, as that one is
just let
tipped
it
out as
fly
well.
on you, it'll fly away. It's not going to steam. Otherwise, it's going to die.
Shanley will get a throw and
yeah,
deep.
that happened to me last time, but I didn't play a lot.
That's Lamar coming back. Back to that's Caster up.
Are you on me now?
Jaina up. Couldn't connect. As the Mustangs will recover once again. That's Mukhtar. Over Reinbach on the near side. Gets around him. That's Schmidt over, and just couldn't connect on that one right out in front there. As we'll have a keeper kick here. Just under 2 minutes gone. As that's a boot out to about the 33-yard line. And the Mustangs will come back on offense right away, and that's stepped out by Shanley. Good defensive play there. Get it out, recollect. So we'll have corner kick, I believe, here. Schmidt kicking. It's got Brian Bachar in on the far side. Schmidt tried to get a header there. I believe that was Kasapovic. As keeper kick once again for Shanley. Their keeper on the night, Simon Schwein. Takes his time. Low tomahawk to about the 25. Schmidt on that coverage. Shanley gets it 50-50. Zane chasing after him. And that's tipped out by the Mustangs. That was number 19, Muchajic. As Shanley will have a throw in on the near side short here, as that one's booted up and tipped in front, 50-50 ball. As the Mustangs bring it back up. That was a boot by Jana. And tipped out by Shanley there. Aggressiveness for Cheyenne here early on, as they will come upfield once again. That's up. He's on a break, and that's offsides. So unlucky break there for Cheyenne, as that's called offsides, and Shanley will regain the ball back, as that's a boot up midfield about the 50-yard line after the header. As this is covered by Cheyenne swarming. A little bit of an elbow there. That was Mukhtar. As Shanley will try and get something going here. This is booted up, straight on goal. Good coverage there by Castor. Castor collected. That was immediately out to Emmanuel. Emmanuel up. Ooh, coverage by Shanley. I believe that was number 15, Greg Noel. As Breidenbach's pass to Schmidt just barely goes out there. Header by Cheyenne. Missed on the connection, as that one was booted by Shanley. Shanley trying to race to the corner. That's one kicked out front, but it'll be tipped out. It'll be Cheyenne's ball, I believe. Or no, Shanley. Shanley will have a corner kick here. I do apologize, folks. This is my first soccer game, so bear with me. So Shanley with a corner kick. Sends it deep and wide. Header. Popped out. So that's coverage by Shanley. On net. Castor collects. Castor looking short. Cheyenne will take this upfield. 50-50 ball collected by Shanley. Shanley on the attack. Little trip up there. As this one's booted to mid. Castor recovers on the header. Short one bounce header. Castor looking deep. Castor boots this one.
Medical coverage is provided by Essentia Health, the official sports medicine
Tried to go to
team.
Gullick's there on that. Gullick's a football kicker for the Mustangs. I believe he hasn't missed a kick yet in football. Kind of the same for soccer too. He's got 4 goals, 3 against West Fargo and 1 against Shanley.
For being with us this evening and keeping our Mustangs game ready. Essentia Health.
As this one's taken up. That's Jana all the way up again. 50-50 ball. Shanley takes it. Shanley going up on the attack. As 50-50 ball. Mukhtar takes it. Breidenbach now. Breidenbach with a boot and just going out.
It's all right, what? It's all right, Black.
As Shanley will have a throw in here.
There you go, Emmanuel.
Go straight to Emmanuel. Eman will send one up for the Cooper. Schwind to collect. Just over 31 minutes here left to go in this first half. as we'll have some battling right here at midfield. As Jana takes a boot. Schmidt kicks and he scores! Adam Schmidt on the goal. So Adam Schmidt off the heavy boot from mid.
Goal scored by number 10, Adam Schmidt. Schmidt's goal in the 8th minute of play, assisted by number 15, Kapina Jonah.
So assisted by Kapina Jonah on that one. Schmidt from Jana.
In the 8th minute.
In the 8th minute, so this one will get out. As Cheyenne recovering here off the goal. Schmidt now up mid. Schmidt takes a heavy boot, was intended for E-Man. A little deep on that one. So Shanley here will have a sub, 2 subs. As this will be Henry Leibel for Shanley throwing in.
Checking in for the Deacons, number 1, Dow Repo, and number 2, Oliver Dahl.
As Schmidt takes it over to Irvin. Irvin will boot that one out.
Here we go, Black!
As Schmidt tosses one in. That's a header. And just high on that. As this one's a kick. Deep. So Cheyenne defender boots one back up. Cheyenne gets to it first. That was E-Man. That was E-Man D, to be clear. I didn't realize there was 2 E-Mans, Emmanuels on the Cheyenne roster, but. So we have Emmanuel S at the number 8 and Emmanuel D at the 14. So this is a corner kick. Schmidt. Sends one in. Header by Shanley to get it out. Jana recovers over to Schmidt. Back to Jana. Jana can collect that, so that will be tipped out by Cheyenne. Shanley will have another sub. And
number 11, Danik Stevens checking in for the Deacons.
Danik Stevens checking in. As this one is headed out by the Mustangs. Shanley. Deep throw on that 50-50 ball. As Cheyenne's number 19, Advin Muchajic, tried to collect that, couldn't, just tipped it out there for Shanley's number 11, Danik Stevens, a new sub, to toss that one in, and that one goes just wide around the net. This will be a kick. up and out, intended for Schmidt. Schmidt just couldn't connect. Shanley will have a throw in now. That's Del Repo throwing it in. Throws it back for the defender to recover.
Number 10, Max Pulver, checking in for the Deacons.
Max Pulver in for the Deacons now as Cheyenne, 50-50 ball. As Emmanuel S. will get that tipped away by a Shanley defender. So this will be a corner kick for the Mustangs. Kicking is number 6, Micaiah Mukhtar, I want to say. And it is. This one's booted up and a header by Shanley. Almost a miscommunication on that.
I think the ref was just talking to him.
So we're almost 15 minutes into here, in on this first half. And Shanley will give this a massive boot, just goes out. So Breidenbach now, Breidenbach throwing in. Covered by Emmanuel D. Over to Mukhtar and then back. I believe that was Kobe Lamar on the back defending. As Shanley will have a break now. That one gets tipped away. Another attempt by number 11, Danik Stevens on that, and that one just goes short. As you'll get yet another kick. So Emmanuel D now passes it back. Number 9, Braxton De Silva over as the Shanley collects. The Deacons collect. Playing around with it now. Number 3, Jackson Askew. Headed by Shanley, will get it up. 50-50 ball. Cheyenne takes it. And that's up, intended for number 15, Jana. And the kick on will be stopped by Castor there on that. As Castor throws it up to Breidenbach. Breidenbach takes a heavy boot. And Schmidt gets there. But coverage by Schwind on that. Schmidt won't have a chance. Schwein takes a boot. As Mukhtar now. Mukhtar, 2 Shanley defenders on him. As that one was an attempted kick by, I believe, Irvin Kosipovic. And that one was tipped out by Shanley defender Mukhtar now. Mukhtar. So we get a mid kick here. So Mukhtar goes up to Schmidt. Schmidt now. Schmidt on the far side. Schmidt, even with the goal line, almost kicks it out. Mukhtar now. Mukhtar with a boot, and that's blocked by a defender. As Emmanuel S. will keep it in on that, as it's intercepted by Shanley off the pass, off the attempted pass from E-Man S. And that one's tipped by Shanley, I believe. And it'll be a Cheyenne throw-in, Breidenbach. Oh, and the refs will disagree with that one. Parents aren't too happy about that one.
Checking in for the Deacons, number 45, Landon Hale. And in for the Mustangs, number 9, Braxton De Silva, and number 20, Evan Brecker.
As Cheyenne's getting on this, and that will go nowhere. E-Man will take a shot, and that goes just wide. About 22 minutes to go here in this first half, as Cheyenne has a 1-0 lead off of Schmidt's goal in the 8th minute of play. So Shanley will take a boot from the crease, and refs will change their mind again. So once again, folks, forgive me if I get a bunch of stuff incorrect in this stream, because first soccer game for me. So I believe this is what's called a free kick for Mukhtar. So Mukhtar take a boot. That goes just high and wide. So we're at 21 minutes left to go here in this first half. Ben Qualley will check in, as Westrom will come in too now for the Mustangs.
Also in for the Deacons, number 8, Cale Anderson.
Cale Anderson for Shanley will come in too, as be a boot from the crease. Stopped out midfield. It's Westrom now. Westrom, the new sub in, and that'll be called offsides, I believe. As Shanley will have a chance at a boot now. And that one's punted to about the 30-yard line, as that one's out on Shanley. This gets thrown in, intended for E-Man S, and that one doesn't connect, and it'll now be Shanley's throw-in.
Here we go, Black. Let's get it back.
Henry
number 14, Caden
Weibel
in for the Deacons.
will throw this one in. Weibel now looking deep. So that one's stopped by Brian Bach. Brian Bach gets 2 tips up to E-Man S. E-Man S will have some sort of call. Shanley's ball going back the other way. And that'll be punted back deep as Schmidt's in chase. Schmidt on a 50-50 ball eventually collects. Schmidt on the goal line will have to punt this one out as Shanley punts it out now. So I believe that will be a corner kick for Schmidt. Coming back, almost had a break on that. As Schmidt now takes a right boot out to the middle, blocked by the keeper. As that's back out to the Mustangs, they try and get another one in, and that's deflected wide.
Back in for the Deacons, number 5, Hayden Braun.
So Hayden Braun coming back in for the Deacons now. As still trying to get something on the board here after that first goal from Schmidt early in this first half. As this gets to Schmidt. And Westrom and chase. Westrom tips out as he gets hit, and bad area.
I swear soccer players are not.
So with that, we'll take a short ad break and be right back.
What would you do with a second chance? At Essentia Health, we understand the significance of second chances. Our heart specialists see them every day. That's why regular checkups and heart screenings are vital, even if you feel fine, and especially when you have a family history. Essentia Health is the right place for early detection, advanced treatments, comprehensive cardiac rehab, for second chances. At Essentia Health, we work hard to keep your heart strong for what's next.
So Logan Merchant for Westrom off the injury, as we'll come back to action, and it'll be Shanley's throw-in. Leibel throwing it in. As we're at the 17:07 mark here in this first half. And this will be tipped up to Mukhtar as Mukhtar takes a shot off a Shanley defender, and that's tipped up out in front. Shanley recovers. Boot out, that's intercepted by Jaina. Jaina now up. Schmidt tipped. Up to Cheyenne. Cheyenne will have a break now. As number 9, Braxton De Silva tried to get a shot off there, couldn't connect. As that was blocked out in front by a couple of Shanley defenders. So going back the other way now, as Breidenbach will send it up to Murch. And eventually gets it taken away. Good header there. As Murch will boot this one up. Ball to E-Man D as keeper stepped out to block that. And we'll get a boot here from the crease. As Shanley takes us up now. As that'll be booted. Good header there. Good sacrifice of the body. And Shanley kind of juggling it around now. As this will get to Murch. Murch sends it back to Breidenbach, up to E-Man D. As Schmidt's in chase now. Schmidt almost got a break there, tipped by Shanley. Shanley keeps it in off the spin. It's Jaina now. Jaina will take a boot. That's blocked by Schweyen. Schweyen now. will look deep, take a boot, going up to about the 45. Cheyenne comes out on top, going back the other way, and that's kicked out by Shanley. Breidenbach now will take a throw in.
Number 16, Isaac Haas.
Isaac Haas subbing in for Deacons now.
And number 18, Marcus Politska checking in for the Mustangs.
As well as Marcus Politska coming in for the Mustangs. And Breidenbach will take a throw in here over to Murch. Murch now juggling with it. Murch heavy on the corner, and that'll be booted out by Shanley, as Cheyenne will have a corner kick, as Schmidt now will come to the near side and take a boot for the first time tonight. And Schmidt takes a right boot, tipped by Shanley. As that's blocked by a Shanley defender. Shanley, one-on-one. As good back check there by the Mustangs. This is over to Breidenbach. Breidenbach now sends it up to March. Murch was in chase there to keep it in, but didn't get there. So this is thrown in. Murch now. Murch up to Emmanuel. As Jana was in chase, but that was sent back by number 20, Eben Brecker. As Schmidt on the far side now. Schmidt will try and send that out, booted back by Shanley. Breidenbach intercepts. Zane, one of 3, I believe. His brother Reese and Quinn, you may remember from the last soccer broadcast that we did here on Mustang Media. 2 commentators, well-known soccer players, better than mine, better than me. So, and
what's going on now?
We'll get back to action here. So we take a boot. And so
he's pretty new to this.
To clarify, it's not my first broadcast, but it is my first soccer game. So that one is collected by Castor. As he takes a right leg. Intercepted by Shanley. Shanley now. Mustangs will take the offensive. Schmidt in chase. Schmidt will get there eventually. Have to take it back for a quick sec there. So that's Duckelney. Tried to get over to Murch. Murch and chase now on the Shanley defender, and it'll be the Mustangs ball on a throw-in, I believe. Throw-in, I believe, from the corner. That's Breidenbach.
I got a shot on the corner though.
In for the Deacons, number 10, Matt
thrown in
over
for Westrom. Westrom
and
now.
back in for the Mustangs, number 13, Logan Westrom.
As Shanley will take this up now. That's a heavy boot deep. As Castor will come up and collect. Castor immediately out to Breidenbach. Breidenbach now.
Take it.
Up to De Silva. De Silva now sends it up for Westrom. Westrom won't get there due to the keeper, Schweyen, coming up and collecting. So we are just about at the 9-minute mark for the half. And that'll be headed back towards the Shanley goal, as this is Schmidt now. Schmidt gets it taken, by Shanley defender. It's Westrom 50-50 ball. Westrom gets it back. That's to Jana. Jana over to Breidenbach. Breidenbach now up to Murch. Murch back to Jana. Jana on the kick, gets it collected by the keeper. I believe that was intended for Schmidt on the rush. This is right leg boot from the Shanley keep. Yes, that'll be a Shanley ball.
Checking in to the game, number 2, Oliver Dahl, and number 14, Caden Bennington for the Deacons, and number 25, Michael Gullix. Checking back in for the Mustangs.
So, with that, we'll continue action, and that's Kasapovic chasing after. Eventually we'll get a throw in. What's up to I believe that's Golix on the rush. Golix now. Golix 50-50 ball, kind of a little shove on that, but it's going to be a Shanley ball.
Right.
Real.
So Shanley will get a kick here. That's a route back towards the Shanley goal. Shanley on the rush. Good slide tackle there. As Shanley will try and get two headers off. And that's tipped up by the crossbar, and that's a stop by Bjorn Castor.
No. Our goalie blocked the shot.
It's Murch. Gets it taken by a Shanley defender. Shanley defender tips it out.
Black, you got a lot more than one. Let's go.
I believe that was number 33.
Number 3, Jackson
Leibel.
Askew back in for the Deacons. And checking in for the Mustangs, number 6, Micaiah Mukhtar, and number 19, Advin Wojcic.
Mukhtar and Wojcic check back in for the Mustangs. And Breidenbach will have a throw in for midfield. Breidenbach up to Mukhtar. Mukhtar to Breidenbach.
Come on.
That's over to Jana. Jana up to Mukhtar. Mukhtar gets it taken away by Shanley defender. As intended for Westrom. Jana will get it to Westrom eventually. This is booted up for about a 50-50 ball as Schmidt keeps it in. I believe that's Schmidt. And
Let's go.
good defense by Zane Breidenbach on that.
Logan.
As that will get to Murch. Murch will send that wide for the keeper to collect in the keep. Number 0, Simon Schweyen, will send one up. Shanley on the attack now. As that one's just tipped out by Mustang defender. I believe that was Gulix. As Lamar will send one in. Lamar. I believe that's Gulix on that. Gulix.
Oh.
Gets it tipped away. So Cheyenne will now receive a corner kick as Mukhtar will be in the corner. I believe he will just kind of pop one up to the middle again. Tried to get a header on that as Shanley gets it out. And solid kick goes nowhere as Schwind recovers and collects as he takes a boot over to the far side. And Shanley will tip it out, and Cheyenne ball. Lamar, I believe. Lamar gets that one tipped out. As Mukhtar now back for another corner kick. As this one doesn't connect to anyone. As we are just about at the 2-minute mark left to go in the half. So this will be a kick from the crease here. Number 4, that's Jason McAllister. As that'll be a call on number 3, Jackson Askew. So we'll get a free kick here, I believe. Jaina on the boot as that one goes wide. So winding down last minute here in the first half as we'll get to see another kick from Jason McAllister for the Deacons. This one reaches about the 40 till it's headed back towards their net from, I believe that was Jaina on that.
Yeah, there you go. Where's it going?
And Shanley on the attack now. Zach gets taken away by the Cheyenne defense. Gulix couldn't connect on the header.
No, they're headbutting us.
Jaina now, Jaina up.
Oh.
Jaina going on the wide side. Jaina has a great 50-50 ball. Jaina gets to it as that one's headed towards the middle, headed just high. I believe that was Westrom on the header, or the attempted header, and that will bring us to the end of the first half. Cheyenne off the goal from Schmidt, 1-0. We'll take a short break and be right back.
Our health. It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future, and if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us, because it's always good to check in.
So shoulder pain is one of the most common things I see. When Linda came in, she complained of pain in both her shoulders.
You did all the work on the left one, and by the time I had the second one done, I could do anything I wanted to do.
Shoulder replacement, the whole point of that is really to get rid of the pain and get you back to doing normal things again.
You listened to what I wanted, and it worked out great.
We were a good team.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I think so.
I didn't know that I'd play football. I didn't know I'd go pro. I didn't even know if I'd get game time or score a touchdown. But there's one thing I always knew. That I'd never give up.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life. So then when I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them. Because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us.
Our goal is to get the best possible outcome for the patient. It's just a great feeling to know that you help that patient get back to doing the things they want to do.
And now I have a new hip that feels fantastic.
What would you do with a second chance? At Essentia Health, we understand the significance of second chances. Our heart specialists see them every day. That's why regular checkups and heart screenings are vital, even if you feel fine, and especially when you have a family history. Essentia Health is the right place for early detection, advanced treatments, comprehensive cardiac rehab, for second chances. At Essentia Health, we work hard to keep your heart strong for what's next.
If you're thinking about growing your family someday, we'd like to remind you of one simple thing. Babies bring us joy. With an unwavering commitment to delivering the highest quality care, Essentia Health is ready when your someday arrives. Essentia Health, caring for you and your future.
One thing that I've always enjoyed about being a physician is just the patient and physician relationship.
Part of why I trusted him is because I felt more than just a patient.
We figured out the best situation for my injury, and we chose the one that would best fit me.
I'm a huge sports fan, have been my whole life and still am today. I have a strong desire to help people maintain their activity levels and to get back to doing the things that they are passionate about.
Our health. It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future, and if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us, because it's always good to check in.
So shoulder pain is one of the most common things I see. When Linda came in, she complained of pain in both her shoulders.
You did all the work on the left one, and by the time I had the second one done, I could do anything I wanted to do.
Shoulder replacement, the whole point of that is really to get rid of the pain and get you back to doing normal things again.
You listened to what I wanted, and it worked out great.
We were a good team.
Yes, yes, I think so.
Welcome back, Mustang fans, as we get back from halftime. Cheyenne is on top 1-0 after a Schmidt goal early in the first half. I'm Tristan Murrock alongside no one tonight. We get ready for this amazing second half, as Cheyenne will now be going right to left on your screen in the all black kits, and Shanley will be going left to right in the all whites. So second half is underway. Shanley will boot it back to the defense. So that was almost a good tackle there by number 8, Emmanuel S. And that'll be a whistle.
Dude, why does it smell? It smells like fire up here. Not fire, but like night.
As Shanley now keeps it in.
Yeah.
Good save there. Eventually gets out, but that's all right. As Cheyenne now will take this. That's Jaina. Jaina gets by him. Could have resulted in something there. In the end, it didn't. Schmidt now. Schmidt, 50-50 ball going back and forth as this one is booted out by Shanley. So we'll get a boot here from the wide side. That one's tipped out. The corner kick is coming now for Cheyenne. Schmidt. Will take this one as we are 2 minutes into the second half. Schmidt takes one up, resulting in nothing. As Mukhtar now, Mukhtar over to Schmidt on the wide side. Schmidt takes a shot blocked by Shanley defender as that one goes out. And we'll have a throw-in, I believe, from Schmidt on that far side. Schmidt throws one in. That's a header, and so close. That was number 9, Braxton De Silva, trying to tip that one in on the far side, right on the post there. As we'll get a boot from the crease here by Shanley. I believe that is number 4, Jason McAllister. He's known to kick the heavy boot from the crease for the Deacons. As that one gets tipped out by a Cheyenne player. So we'll get a throw in from Shanley. Shanley once again in the all whites, Cheyenne in black. As this one's passed up, resulting in nothing. Good defense there by the Cheyenne Mustangs. As we'll get throw in here from Shanley. Shanley just lobs one up. Getting back to Schmidt, I believe. Schmidt on the rush. And that'll get just out, as it'll be Shanley's ball off Schmidt's attempted collection. And now it's going up. Good header there by De Silva. Emmanuel S. in chase. as Shanley will boot this one back. It's number 16, Lamar, on the defense. Lamar now. Lamar jukes the defender. Lamar will go up on the rush. As Shanley will collect this one.
There you go, Emmanuel.
So that's Emmanuel D over to Jaina. Jaina got just over the defender's head, attempted for De Silva, as the keeper will collect that as it just missed the top of De Silva's head. Simon Schwein in net for the Deacons. Once again, Cheyenne up 1-0 after that early first half goal by number 10, Adam Schmidt, assisted by number 15, Kabini Jaina.
Who are we on right now?
And so, mid kick here.
Hey, Black, let's go.
As we got a kick all the way up. That was Emmanuel D on the header. That one's popped up into the stadium lights. And this will be collected by Cheyenne. Cheyenne might have a break. Emmanuel S. Oh, and just couldn't get to it. Got a little tripped up there as the keeper keeps it. Simon Schwein recovered. And not quite sure what that'll be. As Cheyenne now adding some power and aggressiveness to the second half. A little more into the game. Schwein takes a boot up to the 50. As Shanley will get this now. Shanley, good tackle there.
Come on.
As this is up to Emmanuel S. Not intended, couldn't intercept, or got intercepted and tipped. I believe that was number 15 for the Deacons, Greg Noel. Or Noel. Whichever one you wanted to say. As Mukhtar boots that in. Zitz gets to Cale Anderson. Anderson booted that up. That'll be Braun eventually getting out. As Irvin will send this one in with a throw. Shanley intercepts. Shanley on the wide side. Breaking hard. This will be booted back by the Black. And I'm not quite sure how that goes, but it's Irvin will toss this one in. Emmanuel S. will juke and fender. Manuel gets it taken. As Shanley keeps us in now. Shanley out to the middle. As this one's booted back for Cheyenne. Shanley boots it out. As this gets to Irvin Kosipovich again. For a throw-in, excuse me.
Come on.
And Shanley will intercept once again. A lot of takeaways for the Deacons in this half. So that one's a boot. Just misses wide. Another foot left and he would have had that. I believe that was number 14, Emmanuel D. on the kick.
Deacon substitution number 1, Dow Rippo.
Dow Rippo in for the Deacons on the sub. You see Mukhtar there talking with Emmanuel D on your screen. This will be a boot for Shanley. Gets up. Good header. As that gets back to the defender.
There you go.
Jaina now. Jaina. Over to Irvin. Irvin sends one up for Jimenez. And that one will be out on Cheyenne, they'll say. So we'll get corner throw here from Shanley's number 3, Jackson Skew, captain for this Deacon team. And so Skew will look far. Mustang tip out as we'll get another throw in here. Throw in short side. So that's intercepted. Couple interceptions there. Eventually gets Mukhtar. Mukhtar now. Mukhtar over to Breidenbach. Intended for Breidenbach. Got to Breidenbach. Breidenbach up to Schmidt. Schmidt now on that far side. Tipped out by the Shanley defender. As we'll get corner kick from Schmidt now. So we will see where this one ends up, as that one goes out to the middle. As a header stopped from Shanley, tipped out, and we'll get.
I gotta move my microwave.
Goal kick here. Not technically a goal kick. I don't know what people call this in soccer really, but crease kick, goal kick. Anyways, that one's tipped out. Shanley's ball. Shanley will get a throw in here, and eventually get that up as Manuel S will get that up, and that'll be tipped out by Shanley for Irvin to collect.
Am I too close?
Manuel D now gets that tackled away by a Shanley defender, as Shanley will tip that one out. And Shanley takes a boot. Right leg, 2 headers, 1 boot.
Don't get this
downfield, down pitch. So that's a good slide tackle there by Irvin.
Ebenezer up on the hills.
And so hitting about the 27:30 mark here in this game. This will be number 14, Caden Bennington, for the Shanley corner kick. Taking a right leg up. Zach gets a header back straight at him. That'll be another boot up. Tried to get a side kick there. As this will be caught up too by number 19, Advin Muchajic. As Cheyenne player got to it. I believe that was Adam Schmidt. It was, as he gets some help up from De Silva and the keep. So Shanley now will have goal kick.
In for the Deacons, number 7, Ben Pauley.
Then Quali, number 7, in for the Deacons now as we'll get a boot here to the 50. And Shanley will try and get a light kick off there as Cheyenne will just send this one out, except a throw in. And
I just make a
go from there.
I don't mind doing that. We just gotta get like a more wide variety of like highlights videos or like different videos. So
this one is collected by Caster. He steps out. Caster sends it over to his defender. Irvin now. Irvin heavy on the defense.
So I'm interested to discuss like different
good body there.
Media posts. We'll probably discuss next week.
As this gets up for Cheyenne, but eventually will return back to mid at the 50-yard line. Toss and turn between the 40s as 10, that's Adam Schmidt, will get it over to Mukhtar, back to Schmidt. Schmidt will get that taken away as this gets booted up for Shanley. Shanley now will go on the attack as this one's kicked up. And number 16, Lamar.
Probably do your homework.
Lamar, one of the defenders for Cheyenne tonight, along with Irvin and I believe Chayic. As Breidenbach now will toss this one in.
Number 25, Michael Gullix.
Gullix in now. Speak of the devil, tried to put on some defense there. As Adam Schmidt and Chase. Schmidt will send one wide. Just wide on that. Schmidt had him beat. Good stop. Good stop there by Simon Schwein. Westrom now in. For the Mustangs as Schmidt now will
swept off.
Send one to the middle. Hope to pay off for a header. Schmidt lobs one up. Gets a kickoff out front. I believe that was a Cheyenne player, and it was. As we will get a goal kick here for Shanley. Taking a boot is number 3, I believe, Jackson Askew. As this one gets to about the 50. That's Lamar. It's out to Emmanuel D as he tips that one out, so Shanley will go back on offense. Shanley up, Breidenbach on the coverage. Breidenbach and Chase, good defense. Westrom now, Westrom missed the kick. And that one will be sent high and wide. The Shanley kick. Number 12, I believe, Ben Tingley.
Number 20, Evan Brecker in for the Mustangs.
Evan Brecker will come in now for the Mustangs. So this one gets up to Schmidt. Schmidt tried to stop. Stop it. Trying to control rebound. As Gullix now with Schmidt. Schmidt will send this one up, and he's on a break. That's kicked and offsides, I believe.
Yellow card assessed to Cheyenne, number 14, Emmanuel Dupley.
Yellow card, excuse me, to number 14, Emmanuel Dupley. So
Yeah.
Dukley.
That's why you got it.
Number 45, Landon Hale in for the Deacons, and number 12, Logan Murch, checking back in for the Mustangs.
Murch back in for the Mustangs as we'll get strong boot here. Header going back the other way as Shanley just keeps it in. I believe that was off of Schmidt. As the refs will say a throw in for Shanley.
I want to get a shot at
As this one gets booted out to the
shot.
Shanley defenders.
I mean, I'm closer to the moon. I'm closer to the moon.
And
actually, I'm closer to the moon.
now it's Jaina up on the attack.
I'm really high up right now.
As he'll send it back to Mukhtar. Mukhtar over to Westrom, I believe.
Like Travis Scott, how he's in the field.
Nope, that was Westrom. As this one gets up. Back up.
I set them with the news guy. I haven't talked to him.
As Gullickson chased, couldn't get there. Westrom, 50-50 ball. As Irvin now will take this. That one will be tipped out by Irvin off the double deflection there. So we'll get a deep boot here for Shanley as it's number 5, Braun, and
Get back in the
they're
game,
chit-chatting
Come
now.
on now.
So Advin Muchajic and I believe it was Ben Tingley. The two in the tussle there.
We're trying to get a shot of the moon.
This one gets out.
I didn't think you were serious about it.
So throw in short. Muchajic will get a boot on that. Back up. Gullickson chase couldn't get there. Shanley will take this back now.
Wow, Ford's getting a lot of shots. Nice Ford.
Go back. Go back.
So that'll be Hayden Braun. That was a good recovery by the defensive number 21. I believe it was number 19, Muchajic. Irvin will boot this one out.
Black, you gotta get back in the game. Come on now.
So just hitting the 19-minute mark here in this game.
Oh, I didn't know we were watching.
So Shanley will toss this one back in just for it to go out again. The Mustangs will have to throw in now. This one gets to Schmidt.
Actually, no shots.
Schmidt now. Schmidt up.
It's embarrassing.
Shanley intercepts as they try and get something going here off the first and only Cheyenne goal from Schmidt early in the first half. Schmidt now tried to get it up. Gullickson and Westrom and chase. This one's booted up to the lights. And offsides, I believe. So it'll be Lamar on the boot here for the Mustangs. Lamar sends a tomahawk up to Gullix. Gullix tried to get a header off, couldn't get it.
Where is Mr. Simon?
And so Westrom now. Westrom will get this up. Intercepted by Shanley Deacon. As this one is booted out for Cheyenne throw-in by Schmidt. As quite sure what's going on here.
Shanley substitution, number 10, Max Hofer.
So we'll get a Shanley sub and number 16, Kobe
And checking
Lamar
in for the Mustangs,
for the
number
throw
14, Emmanuel Dukley.
And so Gullix now tried to get there, couldn't.
I like releasing on the field. It's fun.
Mukhtar in battle eventually gets a throw in. Mukhtar lobs one up. It's Gullix. Couldn't connect. Shanley will get a boot on. That was Jana on the kick, just went wide.
How much audio does it?
Number 14, Caden Bennington in for the Deacons.
So 15:40 left to go here in the second half and in this game. Cheyenne on top 1-0 as
I'm just making up excuses.
number 9, Braxton De Silva, will tip this one out. Westrum heavy pressure as Shanley will take a boot. Header back up for Cheyenne in black. As this will settle down for Shanley. Eventually gets it taken by Brian Bach. Brian Bach back to number 22, Pablo Jimenez, I believe.
Is Drake in charge of that? Drake should go to Scooters and like talk about that.
Jimenez. As
Checking in for the Mustangs, number 8, Emmanuel Sankarle.
Sankarle now in for the Mustangs. As we'll get a throw in here from Schmidt. So 13:45 left to go here in the second half. As Shanley will get this up. It's Braun. As Westrum now will take it. Westrum sends it back to his defender. It's number 19, Muchajic. As this gets back for Muchajic. And he will hand the throw in off to number 16, Kobe Lamar. So Lamar send it up to Emmanuel Sankarle. Sankarle now. Sankarle up. Schmidt now. Schmidt up. That's a boot. Way wide and left.
In for the Mustangs, number 17, Khalif Yalarte.
So Cheyenne now, Shanley, excuse me, will take this. Cheyenne's Schmidt now will intercept this as he sends it back to Lamar. Lamar will send that one up and deep. So I believe that's Khalif. That is quite a shoulder, and that's swallowed up by Schwein. Manual on the kick on that one. Schwein sends a deep boot to the near side. That was Brecker getting the header out to the middle.
Is the Trump kicking Kamal Harris thing?
This one gets out.
I don't even want to vote for any of them.
Shanley will tip another one out.
You can't even.
So Schmidt will have a throw in here.
I think there's a debate tomorrow.
As this gets out front, just for Schwein to swallow up. Get a little boot out to his defender. As that's a good tackle there. I believe that was Brecker, which it was.
Checking in for the Deacons, number 8, Cale Anderson, and number 12, Ben Tinkley.
Anderson and
Ladies and
Tinkley
gentlemen,
in
there
for
is
the
10
Deacons.
minutes remaining in tonight's match, and 10 minutes to visit the concessions for $1 pizza, hot dogs, and popcorn.
That was a really good shot, wasn't it?
So Westrom now will get on the defense and take it himself.
Number 39, Lewis Dawson, also checked in for the Deacons.
Send it over to Breidenbach. Breidenbach sent it up, and he gets a little tripped up on that as Shanley goalie Simon Schwein will just collect. Shanley taking this up now. Boot from the wide side. Eventually collected there by Castor. As we have an injury on the field, I believe. So with that, we'll take a short break and be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Our health.
So, welcome back to Cheyenne Soccer here at Essentia Health Mustang Stadium. So, after the injury timeout, we will resume play here. Hayden Braun, the injured Deacon, as we will get a goal kick here from Castor. Castor will send it up to Westrom. Westrom tried to get it over to Emmanuel S. So with that, that just gets out. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind you that Essentia Health is the premier sponsor for our Cheyenne Mustang Media team. Essentia Health, care close to home. As we come back to the action, number 15, Jana now up to Schmidt. Schmidt up to intended for number 17, Khalif. And instead, we'll kind of get it back and forth between the 40s again. And Shanley will come out on top as Breidenbach has some good defensive coverage. And Shanley, good slide tackle there. My goodness, by Muchajic. Shanley player kind of wanted a penalty or something on that. So we get back to action here. Westrom will leave it for his defender.
Let's go, Black, in the game!
And now Black will move upfield.
Let's go!
As that's Son Carle moving up.
Take it!
Schmidt now. We get a couple of subs here on the field.
Checking in for the Deacons, number 5.
Schmidt on the near side, about the 35-yard line if you're a football fan. Mukhtar back in for the Cheyenne Mustangs. As this will be tried to chase down was number 1, Dow Rippo for the Shanley Deacons, but that'll go out and he'll just take the throw in on that. As Rippo throws this one in up top. And that one is also tipped out by Cheyenne as we'll get another throw in for the White. So that's intended for deep.
I love having
as Jana will get this over. As this will be sent back to the keeper, Bjorn Castor. Jana now. Jana, one of the captains for Cheyenne. Jana, good coverage on that. Jana keeps with it. So this is back to number 20, Brecker. That's over now. Breidenbach, I believe, up to Mukhtar. Mukhtar sends this one deep. Schmidt and Chase. Schmidt. Mukhtar takes a boot, and that's through the uprights. Kick is good by Mukhtar.
Oh my God, look at the light. There's so many bugs on the light.
What a boot there by Schwein. Schwein getting it up to about the opposite 45. And Cheyenne, Shanley, pretty even match here. So this is Duckley. And that's Mukhtar. Back over to Breidenbach. Breidenbach gets that tipped out by Shanley Deacon defender. So we got about 4:35 left to go, excuse me. 40 would be a lot longer. And that's a tip and just wide. As you see the replay, believe that was Duckley on the header. So this will go back to the Cheyenne defenders. Duckley tried to end up.
You get a shot at Mr.
It's Duckley now will go wide.
I steal them.
As that's tipped in and he scores! I believe that was number 10, Adam Schmidt, his second of the night.
Mustang goal scored by number 10, Adam Schmidt. Schmidt's goal coming in the 76th minute.
So Schmidt with both goals on the night, about the 3:48 mark here at Essentia Health Mustang Stadium in the second half of the Cheyenne-Shanley soccer game.
I got a shot of Mr. Moon. Oh, never mind. We're going back to the game.
And so Shanley on the ball now. Gets it booted up, just barely kept in. And that's a hard tackle there. As this is number 8. Son Carly back to the defenders and up. Good reverse there by Shanley in the white. As
I used to play baseball. It's just like slow.
Jaina sending that one up. Breinbach in battle, and it'll be Breinbach's ball.
I played baseball with Tristan. Ask him. He was on my team. He was on my team 8 years ago. So.
As that one was just missed.
We should get some, so then we can broadcast.
And this is back to Lamar. Lamar now will
popular.
kick this one up. Schmidt and Chase, and just barely out of reach. As
no, I didn't see you pointing.
this will come back in, and that'll be Mukhtar's. Ooh, kind of shoved on there, as Mukhtar will.
Satellite.
So it'll be Shanley's ball, actually. They'll say he got the shove off on Makai Mukhtar.
Or like a router. Build like a router.
Or Makaya Mukhtar, excuse me.
Or get it like a super long
So
cord and run it from the school, like an internet cord. We could bury an internet cord.
This will be number 20, Evan Brecker, on the throw-in, just straight to.
Where's Bo going?
Hey, man.
1 minute remaining in the match. 1 minute.
1 minute left to go here in this match. As this will be deep, that'll go out. So Schwind will take a goal kick on this. Wind up boot gets to about the 38. As this is just booted back by Cheyenne. And kind of play a game of cat and mouse here for a little bit. As Jaina.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
As that one sent up and wide. And that will be the end of the match as Cheyenne downs the Deacons. 2-0 is your final score here from Essentia Health Mustang Stadium. Adam Schmidt with the 2 goals for tonight. And as we look at the upcoming schedule for Mustang Media this week, you can see we have volleyball this Thursday at 7 p.m. back in the gym. Me and Wolf will be commentating that one, so go to that or go to the Mustang Media YouTube page if you can't make that one in person. Should be a good match. They both went undefeated in the Bismarck crossover, and then South won their match against Valley City this past week. So that about wraps up this broadcast. Your final score: Cheyenne Mustangs 2, Shanley Deacons nothing. I'm Tristan Murrock. Good night, folks.